On this episode of Science with Shields, we're going to make rain.
We are beautiful science, compliance, baby, you and me, a cosmic alliance, defiance.
On this episode of Science with Shields, we are going to make a cloud. So what do you need for this experiment? You need a mason jar, which I have here, and some hot water. We're going to use food coloring to make the water look blue like the ocean. So I'm going to put some of that food coloring in there. You'll also need a ceramic plate and ice cubes. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make our water hot. So I'm going to stick this in the microwave for about a minute, and this is where you could use a parent or guardian to help you. And we can go over the different types of phases in the water cycle. You have the liquid phase, which is what we're going to make today, is some rain. You also have the gas stage, which is condensation, which makes up our clouds. And then you have the solid state, which is ice, which we have ice cubes right here. And once we get our hot water hot, then we can start the process here, which our water is now hot. We've got our blue ocean water, and we're going to stick the ceramic plate over top of the thing. Now we've closed off our circuit here, so you can kind of see that condensation happening, and we want to leave the plate on this mason jar for about 3 minutes and take a look what happens. So we have the liquid state at this point, and then we also have the condensation happening. You can kind of see that cloud being created, because typically what happens with hot water, it wants to rise and evaporate into the air, but we've had this closed off circuit, so it's making a cloud and condensating in the mason jar. So let's wait 3 minutes.
Our beautiful science, compliance.
All right, it has been 3 minutes now, so the next thing we want to do is we want to stick ice cubes at the top of our ceramic plates. And what's going to happen here is that condensation is going to form into big droplets, and this is just how it happens in a cloud. And when you get those big droplets forming, it starts to come down as precipitation. So let's go through this. We have our ocean water here at the bottom. We heated the water, which typically the sun would heat the water, and it condenses. We saw that cloud, and it goes up into the atmosphere. And in the atmosphere, it's cold and always below the freezing mark at 32 degrees. In fact, in the summer when it rains, it actually starts off as snowflakes, but as it falls down from the sky, it hits warm air and turns into water droplets or raindrops. So what we've got here again is that cold air in the upper atmosphere, and it is going to allow those condensed water droplets to really form into big clumps, and we're going to start to see rain falling. And you can kind of see at the top there, we're starting to get some of that. So we're going to keep an eye out on this with our ice cubes here at the top, and it'll eventually start to rain in our jar, which is really cool, and how the water cycle works. And it keeps recycling over and over again through these 3 states. Again, the liquid, gas, and solid state of water. You've got water, which is the liquid state. You've got ice or snow, which is the ice state or the solid state, and then that gaseous state, which we have is water vapor in the upper atmosphere, which is leading to our clouds in the sky. And eventually those clouds get so heavy that the water falls from the sky as raindrops. And if we take a closer look here, we're starting to see those raindrops falling in our experiment. Really, really neat. Thanks for making it rain with me today on Science with Shields. You can head over to WTAJ Plus to check out more science experiments.